Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Again, thank you for everyone who's subscribed so far. If you haven't already done so, remember to hit that subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up. We'd also love to hear your comments around what you're doing on your own van conversions, or if you're looking to do anything, or if you want any hints and tips, just drop us a message and we'll get back to you. So today we're going to be working on installing our Maxxair Maxxfan Deluxe into the top of the van. We've done an unboxing video of the fan. If you haven't already checked that out, we'll put a link to the video up here, so click on that and take a look at it. But today we're going to be installing the Maxxair into the roof of the van. Means cutting a big scary hole into the roof, but we've just decided that we need to do it, so we're going to get on and do that today. We've decided we're going to be installing the fan at the front of the van. Still undecided on whether we're going to be putting another one in the back, so we'll just put the one in the front first. And there is this natural dent in the roof of the van just here, where obviously they expect you to put some kind of extraction. So we're going to be using this point in the middle at the front, just here. So we need to measure out to make sure that we're not going to conflict with any of our roof bars, which we put up on the roof, which you can see the legs for just up here. So we need to get up on the roof and measure everything out, just to doubly make sure that we're not going to be hitting any of the roof bars, and also we don't want to be cutting into any of the roof ribs here, so we want to keep the structure of the roof. So to measure the cutout that we need, we're using the housing of the roof fan, which is this plastic piece just here. The metal clips that are on the side point to the outside of the van, because they're the bits that actually screw into the fan and secure it in place. So what we've done is we've laid it out on the roof, and then we've drawn around with a permanent marker on the roof just here. As you can see, we've revisited our measurements, so we've drawn the line in twice, and this is the area that we'll be cutting out to sit the housing down inside. Obviously you want to do this a few times just to make sure you've got your measurements correct. You don't want to be cutting a hole in your van and then finding out you've got it in the wrong place. So recommend you measure a few times before you actually start cutting. The first part to cutting out the hole is we're going to be drilling holes on the corners, and the four corners of the drawn out square, just so we can then get the jigsaw bit down into those holes and then start cutting along the lines. So here we go, here's cutting a hole in the roof of our van. Let's hope we've got it right. We now drilled 4 holes in the top of the van, just here, one on each corner, just so we can get the jigsaw bit down into the holes. So next stage is to get the jigsaw into the hole and start cutting along the lines that we've drawn on the roof of the van. So here we go. Obviously we want a watertight seal around the edge of the fan, just so that no rainwater or any other water that gets on the roof of the van can get down inside. So what we've gone for is we've started off with some of this bathroom sealant, sticky adhesive strip. It's like a rubbery material that's got an adhesive backing. Pick this up from Wilkinson's. We're cutting it into strips, cutting it down the middle, we don't need it full width. And then we're applying that to the roof of the van. For the front of the flange, we're just applying a double layer, maybe even a triple layer, just to bring it up to the right height. And then we're going to be using some Flex over the top of this, just to make sure that there's no gaps. We don't want any water coming down inside the van. And also just over the edge of the metal, we're probably going to use some additional self-fusing tape, which we bought from Screwfix, just to go over the edge, just to give it that extra little bit of water protection. Obviously we want no water down there in at all, so let's carry on doing that. So for sealing around the flange, we're going to be using this EBT Flex, picked up from Screwfix. So we're going to be applying that all around the edge of the flange around here. Apply it really liberally, just to make sure that you get a really good seal. And then also we're going to be applying it onto the top of the van, just again so that we don't want any gaps. We will be applying some additional silicone sealant afterwards, but obviously this is the good stuff. It provides the grip to hold it down, but also just gives it that extra little bit of sealant. So So we've now Sikaflexed all the way around the outside, applied quite a lot just because we want a really good seal, and we've also applied it to the underside of the flange as well. So just look at that just so you can see. So there we go, so all around the edges here, good line of that. So let's stick this down. So the flange is now in the hole and we're starting to screw down, just putting a small pilot hole into the top of the van and then using the supplied screws just to pull it down in, just to pull it in nice and tight. And then once we've done that, we'll be sealing all around the edges in all the gaps you can see just here. It's quite a few screws, obviously you don't want this thing flying off when you're driving along, so apply all the screws into the top of the van. Flange is now fully installed, all the screws are in. We've also just gone around all the screw heads just with some Sikaflex. Doesn't look the best, but obviously you want it to be waterproof, and obviously it's on the roof so no one's really going to see it unless they're flying a drone over the top, of course. But yeah, we just want as much sealant in there as possible. We'll probably do an extra layer of just clear once this is dry, just to make sure we're 100% waterproof, but it's looking really good. So the next stage is now to put the fan down inside. This part is towards the back. The two cables you just want to make sure are dropped down inside the van, so you've got those connections, and then you fully wind it up and then screw the flange base into these 4 screw holes, 2 on this side and then 2 on the other. Now have the fan fully installed in the roof of the van. The last part we had to do was sit the fan in, raise it right up using the manual control knob inside, and then these 4 screws just to hold the fan in place. It does take a little bit of force on the top of the fan, obviously you want to be quite careful. What we found is just applying some force onto that little ridge just so that you can see the metal clips that it goes into, but then that pulls it in nice and tight. There's a rubber gasket just in here, obviously stops any water coming down in. It's all fitted, so next phase is, once we've got leisure batteries in, to be able to fire the fan up, join it into the electrics. Yeah, really pleased with it. Be able to test it out once we've got electrics powered into it. So that's it for another episode. We've finished off putting our fan in the roof. Today has been quite a hot day, so we're going to go in now and have a beer and chill out. So if you haven't already done so, remember to hit that subscribe button, and if you're liking these videos, hit that thumbs up. Also remember to drop us a comment, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, remember we put up a video every Sunday, so check back every Sunday for a new video. Until then, goodbye.